Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing a couple of college football games right now with Tony George from Tony George Sports, LockerRoomPicks.com, and of course his regular Yahoo Sports radio show every Saturday and Sunday covering college football and NFL. And Tony George, man, in college football, if you've been paying attention this year, you know he really kicks it. And he tells me he's got his SEC Game of the Year coming up this week. His other games of the year this year so far, he's had 2 or 3, all of them have won. He's given us a bunch of free picks in college football this year, 6-2 in our videos. He's just kind of kicking ass every which way. Tony George, thanks for being back with us.
Oh, I like that intro.
Yeah.
I'll send you $50 for that.
No, hey, no, you don't have to pay me anything. I just report it. You earned it, pal. I only said that because it is the truth. So you have an SEC Game of the Year coming up this week, and what's your record on your Game of the Years so far this year?
Well, we've had 3 what we call triple star plays,
right,
which is 3 times your normal wager. You know, one thing, the best free tip anybody watching these videos here at SBR this weekend is going to get is, you know, you always need to manage your expectations, and part of that, because nobody wins all the time, is
right,
also manage your bankroll. So a large move for a sharp bettor like myself is up in the ante 3 times your normal wager. So if you're a $100 player,
right,
this game you put $300 on and you bump it up. You know, I'm 66% documented with my premium plays this year. My top plays are 75% overall. And my 3-dimer, I've only had 2 3-star selections in college this year and 1 in the NFL. And those have won by a combined total of 76 points over the spread. So they're rare, but when they come along, we like to make a move. And of course, that's available at TonyGeorgeSports.com. And of course, all 3 selections from the top handicappers in the nation at LockerRoomPicks.com. And a radio show by the same name, the only national radio show on mainstream radio, broadcast by a major network like Yahoo Sports Radio, is a Locker Room Picks radio show, 11 to 12 Eastern in the mornings every Saturday and Sunday.
All right, thanks, Tony. And yeah, that money management tip might be the most valuable piece of information you've given all year with us to anyone who doesn't already practice proper money management. Okay, Texas Tech and TCU is the game you're going to cover right now. This line has moved, right? So if you want TCU here, it opened at about 20.5. Right now it's 22.5 or 23. But TCU, man, what an impressive team, right? 6-0 against the spread on the year. They had 2 tough games, so they were a sharp side both games against Oklahoma and Baylor. They covered both of those, and if ever there was going to be a down week for TCU, it would have been last week against Oklahoma State as a double-digit favorite. But man, blowout win, covered by 20 points. So TCU, I don't know if there's any situation now where you'd be looking to bet against them here. Texas Tech, obviously a team that can get blown out. TCU, do you like them at 22.5?
You know, I don't.
Okay.
I think you sit on this and you wait till the weekend, because this line's going to continue to go up. At 24, 23.5, you know, the key number of over 21 here. But one thing you want to take a look at here is trends always seem to even out. Mm-hmm. And they're 6-0 against the spread. But if you take a look at TCU's record, and don't get me wrong, this is a football team that could win the Big 12. There's, you know, with Baylor losing now, there's a couple 1-loss teams, 3 1-loss teams in there. They're very well coached. Defensively, they give up points to a true spread attack, which is what Texas Tech is. Mm-hmm. And if you take a look at their schedule here, Oklahoma, Baylor, Oklahoma State, they have a very good upstart West Virginia team on deck next week. And then you have this Texas Tech game sandwiched in there, laying 23 points. You know, in some places, when we tape this, it's going to be higher than that by the weekend here. And this style of offense basically is the style of offense that Baylor ran, and Baylor had 61 points against them here. Now, I don't think Texas Tech's going to beat TCU in Fort Worth. Texas Tech's off a decent game against Kansas last week. They got to win. Kansas a little better defensively than people give them credit for, but they're a bad football team. But the strength of their team is their defense here. But I think this is a game here with 3 brutal games in a row. And as you mentioned, Peter, I was shocked at that Oklahoma State score last week. I really was. Mm-hmm. I did not think coming off, you know, Oklahoma and Baylor that they would have that easy of a time with them here. But I think Texas Tech, the way they run their offense here, they're going to give TCU some problems. And, you know, the one thing about it is Texas Tech also can run the football, and Baylor's not that great at stopping the run. That's how Baylor racked up a lot of points on them early. And I think the other thing, too, here is that, you know, they're going to find some success through the air as well here. I think they put in enough points here to cover. TCU, I don't know how much gas they got in the tank after those last 3 games. With West Virginia kicking ass and taking names right now, upsetting Baylor last week, don't think that that's not on their radar screen and on the players' minds as well, because that's a game they're going to have to win if they're going to win a Big 12 title. Texas Tech, kind of the sandwich spot for them. It's scheduling spot play. I'll take the big points on a light play with Texas Tech.
All right. Well, Tony George did give us TCU as a very, very sharp pick, one of his many winners this year with us in the Baylor game. Now Tony George recommending to go against TCU. Right now, 23 is a widely available number. Thanks so much, Tony George.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.